Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram is at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are talking Love Island USA Season 7, the postseason, the gift that keeps on giving. Today's supposed to be about Love Island Games Season 2 premiering tonight. You guys, I'm so excited. I am so excited because I thought we could allow the Season 7 Islanders to rest. But as y'all can see by the thumbnail, as y'all can see by the content, we've got a lot to discuss. We have a lot to discuss because if you were asleep in the middle of the night, you guys, especially you East Coasters, you Midwesterners, and all of the things, in the middle of the night, y'all, Iris and TJ decided to hard launch their relationship, you guys. They decided to do a joint post on the Instagrammies that, as I'm recording this video, has 663,000 likes, you guys. 663,000 likes. Now here's the thing. Here's what you're gonna ask, Anonymous T. Why is NICOLANDRIA in this? Because the Iris and TJ fans are putting NICOLANDRIA into this. And everything is giving NICOLANDRIA inspired down to the T, right? Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the problem with this, right? Because now it puts into question the Pepe and Iris of it all, and the timing of this is also into question, right? Because here's my thing. Here's the timeline, right? Remember, TJ abruptly was dumped from the villa. Allegedly, Iris tried to quit the show and leave with him. Allegedly was told she was not to. At some point, a few days later, Pepe and Iris decided they were going to be, they were widows. They were mourning the losses of their loves and all of the things and decided to give this thing a go or whatever else. Come out of the villa. The show's over. They make 4th place or whatever. They're finalists. And they, are all at that Airbnb. All the finalists are at the Airbnb, right? But then TMZ somehow is contacted that TJ and Iris have a meetup, have a quote-unquote closure conversation. But now in retrospect, was that really a closure conversation or was that a game plan? Was Pepe and Iris faking it until the reunion on purpose? Now, all of this are valid questions, you guys. Because this happens a lot with Love Island, is some of these couples will pretend to stay together through the reunion. They'll pretend to stay together for 3 to 6 months, or they'll try to maximize the amount of opportunities and brand deals that come with their couple. And then 3, 6, 9 months, some will even stretch it to a year and be like, listen, look at here. Our schedules couldn't work out, or we decided to be friends, or we wish each other the very best. But this Pepe and Iris situation is different because there was an alleged cheating scandal, right? There was that alleged cheating scandal where the alleged news reporter, media person, allegedly there was this Snapchat that was posted and deleted that she allegedly hooked up with Pepe in the lobby of the golf event that they were all working at for the weekend. It got posted and deleted, but it got shared everywhere, right? So everybody took it and ran with it, right? And it ended up being Iris's people. They unfollowed Pepe. And I think one of the last people to unfollow Pepe was Iris's sister, and then ultimately Iris unfollowed Pepe. However, they never said anything. They never made any announcement officially to confirm the breakup until a few days after the reunion aired. The reunion aired on August 25th. They confirmed August 29th. This was over. This was bones. This was donezo, right? Okay, fine, right? But the alleged girl that was rumored to have hooked up with Pepe had retained legal representation. And why would you need to retain legal representation unless there is something that was wrong or unless there was something that was falsely spread? Was this a fake rumor to facilitate the breakup, or did this alleged thing really happen? Because whether or not you like Pepe, Mr. All Lives Matter, and we got to talk about that in another video. We have to talk about that in another video. But Pepe did say something that don't believe everything you see on the internet and that the truth is going to come out. So he never necessarily confirmed that the, thing with the blonde and everything else at the golf tournament, that was true or anything like that. But basically was on some, I wish Iris the best, da-da-da-da-da. And here comes TJ, right? Here comes TJ waiting in the wings, right? Waiting in the wings. Posting content, hey, we're gonna go out here and go out on this date. Let me post Iris's nails on my Snapchat, right? Let me post her nails on my Snapchat and everything else so everybody can know that we're hanging out. And I've done multiple videos to where Pepe and Iris have been spotted out together, right? And now it is giving TJ is inspired by Nicolas's Snapchat content, right? Because now what has happened is TJ and Iris were in New York for New York Fashion Week, right? And all of the content is like a blueprint, is like a copy and paste of what Nick normally posts. Everything down to the food reviews, everything down to posting like little candids of him and Iris, like the hand holding, filming Iris getting ready, getting, put together by the stylist and the glam team. The same thing Nicolas was doing when it came to Olandria for their VMAs content, y'all. If you are inspired by Olandria, just say that. It is giving that they were sitting back. They were sitting back, evaluating all the couples, evaluating all of the friendships of this season, and they were plotting, you guys. They were plotting. How can we maximize this? Because we still liked each other. I know Iris's family preferred me over Pepe during the family visits. Let me sit back in the background. Let you do this press run with Pepe and sell it and everything else. And now it makes sense why some of those interviews you didn't see Pepe and Iris. And I found it odd. Remember the press run, you guys. Pepe and Iris wasn't there. They had Chelley and Ace, and sometimes they had Taylor and Clark. Or they had Chelley by herself, and everybody was asking, okay, where is Pepe and Iris? Why wouldn't they be a part of this? So it's things that make you go, because perhaps they didn't want to talk about something that wasn't there. And perhaps they were working on a strategy. Iris and TJ were working on a strategy on how can we launch our relationship so that it doesn't look shady. We can't launch right after the show because then it's going to look like I faked it with Pepe. But if we have that I was really into Pepe, even though I never did any type of, interviews really, we did a couple of lives at the end. We did a couple interviews at the very end, but nobody cared at that point about our couple, right? And so nonetheless, how can we sell this to where people are not going to be suspicious of us, right? Well, if we have a cheating scandal, I'm going to get sympathy and Pepe will lose some followers, right? He'll lose a couple 100,000 followers, so people will feel sorry for me and they'll want me to move on, and the fans, they'll want me and TJ to reunite, right? But we gotta plan this rollout at a right time, right? We got to plan this at the right time so there's sympathy for me and this doesn't look shady, even though we've been hanging out. Even though we've been hanging out these past few weeks, right? But let's launch the day that Love Island Games is going to come back, right? Because isn't that the point of the show? To find love, right? And everybody is going to eat this up. And because we're going to get so many likes on our Instagram post, on our hard launch, all of the magazines, the outlets, the brand deals, they are going to want to hear our story of how we came back together, of how we were able to find our way back to each other after the heartbreak from Pepe, y'all. And why don't we wear the same colors, the same aesthetic that NICOLANDRIA had for the VMAs when Olandria was named Best Dress for everything and was in all the publications? Let's do that. Let's reheat those nachos. Let's reheat the nachos that it's TJ that had been yearning for me this whole time. And I had to open up my eyes about Pepe, even though the whole time I miss TJ. We're the real Ken and Barbie. We are the real Ken and Barbie that we did not get that fair shot that we deserved on the show. And so now we are going to come out and we are going to eat up all of these deals and all these opportunities while the iron is hot, while people are still talking about Love Island. And what better way to do it? The premiere day of Love Island Games, y'all. No. I'm just trying to tell y'all the strategy. So do not be surprised, y'all, when y'all start to see Pepe and Iris everywhere. Do not be surprised if you see some regurgitated stuff. Don't be surprised. They have the blueprint, the playbook down to a T of reposting the content, reposting certain songs. Everything is down to the T. They were sitting back and watching and observing which other couples were getting all the clout and getting all the notoriety and getting all the attention. And they said, watch this. We can sell this in the America that we are in right now. America always wants a complexion for the protection couple that they can get behind. They tried to get behind Pepe and Iris, but it wasn't getting enough traction. It wasn't getting the motion that they wanted. So here comes Iris and TJ to reheat the nachos from the villa, and let's see how long we can sell this. And guess what? It doesn't even matter if it works out or not, because the objective here is you hard launch during the end of New York Fashion Week, right? So none of the less, you're hoping for more opportunities to either go to Paris Fashion Week or to get other opportunities that are going to come from this. And all of the tension is going to be on you. All eyes are going to be on you. So this is going to be interesting to watch, y'all. But I already see the narratives forming. Reddit is already all in on Iris and TJ. And my question to y'all is, how can y'all do all of the scamming allegations when it came to Chelley and Ace? How can y'all do all those scamming allegations when it comes to NICOLANDRIA, but y'all don't have a problem with any of this, with the timeline of the Pepe and Iris of it all, them missing from most of the press to promote the show? Nobody questioned it. Nobody cared. Nobody thought it was suspicious. Boom, a cheating story comes out of nowhere and everybody unfollows like clockwork. The girl in question, she's got legal representation. Is she going to be suing people for defamation if it's not a real story? Or was it a planted story to set up the narrative for Iris and TJ to, ease into their relaunch of their relationship. Make it make sense! So, that is it. That is all. Es todos, es final. It is finito for this video, you guys. Please let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.